Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Sean if you haven't been here before, and what I want to do today is go ahead and change that pinion seal on the rear end. I was going to do it while it was out, but then I realized that it takes quite a bit of torque to torque that nut back and get that set to the rotational drag that it's supposed to be. Um, Now, I did try to check it while the rear end's out. That's the reason why I kind of changed my mind to wait until it was back, bolt it to the truck. And I felt like that nut was kind of loose. So I don't know if somebody's taken that pinion off before and just bolted it back on and didn't pay no attention. So let me go ahead and get this truck up and we'll check the drag and see if it's anywhere in that tolerance range. I think it's supposed to be between 15 and 20 inch-pounds. So we'll get find that out. So let me go ahead and do that. All right, guys, this is the little inch-pound torque wrench I got. It's pretty cheap. I got it off of Amazon, but hopefully it does good enough to get us in the ballpark. But it's super simple to check. Just with the tires off the ground, you're just gonna spin it, and it looks like it's around 9 inch-pounds. All right, guys, now I got that number. I know that it's not over torqued, but I still don't know if it's correct. And also, I've read on the internet that for that year truck on a 9 inch with used bearings, that the rotational drag could be 8 to 14 inch-pounds, and also seen where it said 15 to 20 inch-pounds. Also read that adding a new seal could add 2 to 5 inch-pounds of drag. So there's a lot of things to consider right here. So I think what I want to get and do is maybe shoot for 15 inch-pounds. See how that does. Wow, that is pretty loose. I've seen people have used impacts to get these things broke free. Yeah, I really think this has been taken off before. All right, I think I'll get my impact and get it off faster and see if the pinion's in good shape, because I haven't had this pinion off yet. It could be grooved real bad, and I might need to get and replace it. So let me go ahead and do that. All right, guys, I don't know how well this is going to come through, but there's a pretty good groove through here for something that needs to have a seal on it. So I'm probably going to have to order a new yoke. All right, guys, I think while I'm waiting for that new yoke to come in, I'll go ahead and change the seal out. And they're a lot tougher than I thought it'd be. Let's see if I can get a screwdriver or something. All right, guys, I got the surface pretty cleaned up. I'm gonna go ahead and put a little RTV around the seal and go ahead and type it back in. All right, guys, got the seal on. Went on pretty easy. Has a little lip right here that stops you, so you didn't have to get and worry about going too far. Other than that, I think I'm gonna have to wait for the yoke to come in, and we'll get and put it on, and hopefully get this thing torqued and the rotational drag set. All right, guys, it's been a few days and I finally got that yoke in. Now, something I wasn't really considering when I was ordering it is all the different options you have. I went on the Rock Auto and typed in 1979 F100, and then I got several different options that could fit this truck. There's a couple of different splines, there's U-joint options, there's a tall, there's a short. So I had to get all those measurements to get and find out which one I had. I ended up having a 28 spline, and the cup size on the yoke was a 1330 BC, meaning big cup. And on the drive shaft side, actually, it was a 1330, so it's a 16th. So it's a combination U joint. I don't know if that was from the factory or somebody changed this out before. Y'all could probably let me know that. Like I said, I don't know a ton about Fords, just learning as I go. I ended up finally finding the yoke I needed from a company on eBay called Quick Performance. They had pretty good reviews. The price was reasonable, and it shipped in a few days. So it's not sponsored or anything like that, but I just thought I'd get and tell you where I got it at. I did actually look at those sleeves too, the repair sleeves, and they're almost half the price of a new yoke. So I rather just got a new yoke and called it a day because I don't really like the idea of the sleeve if I don't have to get and use one. So let me show this to you and then let's get it put into the truck. All right, guys, this is what the new Quick Performance yoke looks like. Now, I'd say it actually looks a lot better than it did on the picture online. And also, what people are also saying that the little tit right here that holds the cap on tends to break off on a lot of these factory yokes. And this one right here is all solid all the way across, so that's a little bit stronger. And it looks like overall, it looks a little beefier than the factory original. So, like I said, let's go ahead and see about getting this thing installed. All right, guys, you can see I got a little bit of oil right there on the little shaft area of the yoke. And then I put a little bit of oil on the lip seal too. Okay. Now what I'm also going to do is put a little bit of a red Loctite right there on the threads and before I put that nut on there. All right, guys, as you saw, I got put that Loctite on there and ran that nut in with the impact. Didn't go really crazy on it. I just wanted to get it snugged up. Now I'm going to lower the truck down and start torquing it down with the torque wrench. Probably going to start at 150 foot-pounds. And then I'll have to keep lifting the truck up, checking the drag, and then just keep repeating until I get it where I want it. I'm probably actually going to go a little higher on that. Probably going to go closer to 18 to 20 since I got a new yoke and the seal. If they're saying that that can add some additional drag. So let me go ahead and set you up, and I'll be back when I get it all finished. All right, guys, as you saw in that last time lapse, I got it torqued down, but something just didn't seem right when I grabbed hold of that yoke and tried spinning it. It seemed like it was kind of tight. Once I did get it spinning, I was within the tolerance range that I was looking for, but I really just didn't like the way it felt trying to get it started. So I got hold of my buddy, and he ended up coming over here and looked at it, and we decided to back off on that nut a little bit. He thought there was a little bit too much preload on that bearing. So we did that, and it seemed like it was pretty happy around the 10 to 12 inch pound range. I know you don't really supposed to back off on that nut once you get and torque it down, but I'm going to take a chance on it, and if anything, I'll have that rear end gone through later on. Other than that, that's probably going to be all for this episode. I thank you so much for coming and watching, and hope you got something out of it, if anything, what not to do. So get out in your shop and work on your hot rods and stuff like that, because you don't want to let your project become somebody else. I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.